I'm just going to recap on the group Zoom yesterday. And there were conversations that sat between this intersection of soul contracts, healing, and intuition. These unseen forces, these unseen entities that shape us. And it was really a space to reflect, to recognize the pieces of what's inside that are quietly building over the existence of our time and lifetimes. So the truth is, we are navigating our lives whilst being sculpted by life. So as empathic conduits to creation, the sensitive, intuitive, innovative in the way we have to feel through the world whilst doing, with that level of sensitivity comes the responsibility to know yourself deeply. Not just to protect yourself from what's outside of you. Because a lot of people talk about removing shadows and cord cutting. We can protect ourselves. Many healers and intuitives, sensitive souls believe the solution is to withdraw from society or to bubble up, and we can use the crystals and affirm protection. But protection without self-awareness is like walking out the door, locking your door, but leaving the window open, leaving all your windows wide open. So heavy or dark energy that attaches to you and you absorb, it's just an indication here. There's usually three things that come with this. It's the unhealed wounds. Now, we all have wounds, but we suppress the emotion. So this isn't about you being weak, but understand that like attracts like. We're constantly mirroring. So the shadows that you feel are the shadows that you have witnessed or observed. And we're just absorbing energy continuously. The important thing is that we channel it so it's not stuck in our bodies. Our bodies are these containers. These are a container. And so we have to now become the conduit so it to run through. And so there's another part that could cause this clinging on to the dents is trauma. They could be called soul fragmentation. It's when we feel abandoned, when we feel betrayed, when we feel rejected, parts of our being get split, and these pieces become openings. They become receptive to intrusive energies that are not pure. And I see fragments every day in sessions. These fragments, they're just metaphors. They are real parts. They're parts that are asking to be returned home. It's this such sacred work which requires you to meet your higher self, to retrieve what was lost or concealed, to release what's not yours. And so we're continuously reinforcing this field, our force field, from a fullness as opposed to fear. Consider the people that you choose to be around. So let me ask you, you may feel drawn to certain individuals quite instantly. Sometimes you may feel like you've known them for years. Have you wondered why some people soften you? And sometimes instantly. Other individuals may trigger you. You know, you may have a client that just their energy hangs around and you so deeply cannot pretend not to feel it. So in spiritual wisdom, these can be considered as soul contracts. Everybody walks around with these agreements. And these agreements are made long before we've arrived. Some are here to love you. Some agreements are made for the challenge. Some agreements are made to wake you up, to open you into what's inside. And all of them shape the person you came here to become. We are here to create. And our earliest contracts would be our parents on this lifetime. Your mother's lineage would shape your internal world. Your worth, it's the feminine, the emotional patterns, the ability to receive. That's the feminine. The masculine, so your father's lineage will shape your external world. So the masculine is who you attract, how the world responds to you. So whether relationships feel safe or unpredictable, every partner, every friend, every soulmate echoes these two core contracts, the masculine and the feminine, the father and the mother. And this is no punishment. This is purely here to guide and to guide you back to this healing blueprint, the process of holism. So when you understand this, the chaos subsides. It's not random. The chaos doesn't feel random, and you begin to just see turbulence as meaning and timing and divine choreography. You just begin to start learning that people that you meet, experiences that you encounter, is a journey. And so what you hold for others is an indication. You know, let's go here. I've been told I'm quite secretive sometimes. But the truth is, I carry the parts of people they don't know how to hold. I carry those parts. As a conduit, I hold space, but then I must let go. But I'm used to holding space. And we all, many of you do. But the difficulty is when we absorb. We contain, we hold too long onto stuff that we are not here to process. Children do this for their parents continuously. Our little bodies, our bodies are their containers for emotions, and these emotions are too heavy for the child. These and this is a burden. Dogs do this too, by the way. They synchronize with the energy field of their owners, the humans. They synchronize so deeply. They often, it's been heard that they can develop the same illness of their owner only sooner, as if they need to manifest and mirror what's going on, what they're sensing, to alert. And everything in an environment synchronizes with you. And we synchronize with it. So sometimes all it takes is releasing the jaw, one of the body's main storage places for unprocessed emotion. And suddenly, everything you've been holding begins to rise. So it can be really handy to ask yourself these questions. continuously, as a check-in point, continuously, maybe once a day. What tensions am I carrying? What tensions am I carrying? And just allow the universe to speak to you in their own answers. Your thoughts are not you. One of the most liberating truths is this. Your brain is not generating your thoughts. Your brain is an antenna tuning into frequencies that already exist in consciousness. So picture a dial, just like twisting a dial on a radio. You don't create the music. You receive it. So fear has a frequency. Abundance has a frequency. Intuition has a frequency. And when you tune into fear, you'll receive a fearful thought. You're speaking to somebody who's extremely anxious, you'll have an anxious thought. Tune into areas, environments that feel abundant. Watch how you receive more inspiration. So when you tune into your higher self, you do receive guidance. So this is why inner work really does matter. You're not trying to change the thought. This isn't about trying to convert into something positive. You're just shifting the frequency that you're tuning into. That will automatically shift your thinking. So the choice is, do I deserve not to feel drained? The choice is to make a statement, to walk through life with this clarity, to know what it is that you want and desire beneath all the energies you've absorbed. And I'm going to give you one example. This will help you to understand that we cling on to things and to ask those questions. What is mine? What is not mine? What part of me is calling to be returned? I did a meditation a while back, and I drifted to a really nice transcendental state, and I heard this message come forward to me, and the message was, you need more containers. You need more containers. And I remember coming out of that meditation being struck with what it is that I had retrieved and had to feel into that guidance. And after reflection, what I realised that message was saying to me was, I was running around or engaging a lot with clients and doing some Reiki healing sessions for people. And those containers are places, they're locations, they're environments and situations to encounter that uplift the frequency. It's not that my clients were draining me. It was that my higher consciousness was saying to me, Angelina, you need to incorporate all of your being, all of your individual requirements. Essentially, go and have some fun. And here's the interesting thing. As I took on that message, I proceeded to walk into the kitchen when my daughter, who was an antenna to my inner child, picked up that frequency unconsciously and projected her senses out to our communication. She didn't know what she was picking up, but I did. And she got herself in a real tears, and she said to me, I have no containers. I need these containers for my packed lunch. And in that moment, I realised that my inner child is feeling resentful and demanding from my parent to put things right. And so my daughter was a mirror to my psyche, reflecting to me my suppressed frustrations, my inner child who needed these spaces, these environments to let loose a little. So that's the power of acknowledging, taking that time to go within to acknowledge what's needed and what's required, and then to make sense of how our outside world and our relationships are reflecting to us what we're feeling and thinking. This is the intricate fascination that I've held for a lifetime. And so I'm telling you, every moment is either teaching us, they're telling us something, or asking us a question. And we're in one big school, continuously learning. So please feel free to write down your reflections and to share them with the group, the subscription group, or to send me a direct message, and it will be a delight to connect. So until then, have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you may be, exploring, understanding, discovering, incorporating, engaging, really living.